I found the song. I mean, I listened to a bunch of his songs, but I'm trying to find a song that is less gangster than others. Let's say.
That'd be a wise choice for Chris. Me, you can go more
but
gangster. I like
but
Jedi
no.
mind
So
tricks and
I mean, so I like people who can basically paint a picture with their words. They don't. It's not really dependent upon necessarily the beat. It's literally like they're just trying to kind of be the Picasso of their lyricism. So this guy is one of those people that he's always been a lyricist and a person that's actually trying to like speak something when he's rapping. But he has a couple of different mixtapes. The one that I'm listening to right now is a song called "The Powers That Be" by Ransom.
There you go, Dan.
Powers That Be. Okay,
yeah.
This sounds interesting as hell.
So what's
like some Jedi mind tricks, like Immortal Technique type of theme song, The Powers That Be, Ransom.
Yeah, I mean, Immortal Technique is not too far off, I would say. That's definitely not too far off.
Ransom, The Powers That Be. Here we go. Oh, let me skip the ad and then I'll share my screen. No video, but maybe we found one with lyrics for Chris.
Yeah, Chris needs them.
No, but we'll go with this one. Hey, you know what the ad is? Unbelievable. The ad that came up was Kettlebell Kings on my YouTube, because they saw me look at the website.
Retargeting is working.
The retargeting, hey man, you don't need to pay for that anymore, Chad. We're already like on your website. All right, here we go. The Powers That Be, Ransom.
It's still so many people that don't understand how that process works. It blows my mind every day where they're like, "Oh, I saw your commercial," and I'm like, "That's just an ad because you clicked on the website."
Yep.
People think it's magic. They're like, "I just talked about this. How did it know I want this?" It's like, no, your phone came in close proximity to someone else that you texted about something before, and now they know because you clicked on a link. It's not magic. It kind of is magic though.
So what am I supposed to make of this image? You got an upside down 666.
This looks insane.
You got an upside down 666.
We're gonna
with the gun naked.
Where's the holy water?
Well, I assume that's a woman on their knees with a crucifix and
it's definitely not like anti-religious, but I can see why you think that. But I look at it as just a darkness of his creativity. So it's
the baby's got two fingers on the 9. Yeah. He's too small to have just one. It's not enough. He needs 2 to pull that trigger. Here we go.
No, I didn't say it's anti-religious. There's a 666 upside down.
Yeah, no, I see it now.
Very odd.
I didn't look at it even in the detail that you're doing it now, so I appreciate you pointing it out.
Baby's got a heart in his hand with 2 fingers on the 9 because 1 is not enough force for him.
Yeah, all kinds of imagery going on.
It's grimy.
Yeah.
Ransom, where is this dude from? Because I've heard him before.
I think he's from I think he's somewhere up north. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, I think he's definitely like East Coast north.
Yeah, it definitely sounds East Coast with the grimy. This is good. I can already tell I'm gonna like it. Chris, like 90% sure he will hate it, but let's see.
Let me talk. Yeah. What good's a cliff if you grab the edge? The lessons in the fall, you don't know what's war because you haven't bled. This little rapper asked for advice.
Hey, that's like your book. You don't know what's war because you haven't bled. Wow, yeah. It already has bars with like the first few.
That's why I like this guy.
Yeah, me too.
Here's what I gladly said. For every Rick Ross, there's a Gary Webb out in Cali dead. Remingtons, sawed-off barrels measured a half a leg. This ain't for small beef, and this leaving your baby calf in shreds. Wicked priest, born from a slave, breaking his fast with bread. Holy water, snuck up in the Met Gala to splash celebs. Yeah, now this...
That's some evil shit. Those people that go to the Met Gala. Yes, we gotta rewind that part. Those are good bars.
In his fast with bread, holy water snuck up in the Met Gala to splash celebs. Yeah, Now just throw your hands in the gray skies. Meetings in the yard, they remember Ransom at Bayside. Artificial rappers, fictitious anthems, and they rise. So why practice when Whitey knows the answer is AI? AI. Knew this dude that earned him a straight ride through college, and due to that fact, he seemed like a great guy. He say I remind him of Pac, but an atheist. This ain't no fake pride. Never asked the notorious where his faith lies. Yeah. A distorted life with some clear wishes. I'm still a crook, and you Dylan Brooks when you see that bear's vicious. Here, this is me on trial, and them scared snitches get stripped to their drawers and socks so every nigga could bear witness. You know you look foolish when you screw your face in them weird pictures. And at the top of this year, I wrote a prepared hit list. No fans, you dear misters. Here, listeners, y'all say life is a bitch, but I say treat that bitch like a mere mistress. My will is stronger cause I am legend, and your gift is no longer special.
I hope he said a mirror mistress and not a male mistress, but yeah, I think that's what he said. I think it's just the East Coast slang or accent.
Y'all say life is a bitch, but I say treat that bitch like a mere mistress. My will is stronger cause
that's mirror, not male, guys.
I am legend, and your gift is no longer special when I am present. A ruler, but the vibe is pleasant. Stay humble, cause only the blood of a king could quench the vicious thirst of a dying peasant. I prophesied this in
that's a revolution. Only the blood of the king can quench the thirst of a dying peasant. That's true. That's about to happen right now.
Yeah,
Ransom with the AI, artificial intelligence, and Allen Iverson bar, and Where Faith Lies with Biggie and Pac. Wow.
He's got bars. He's definitely got bars. And this is I wouldn't say this is his most tame song, but this is one of his newer songs that's out right now.
Chris, this is one of his most new tame with this album cover. This is insane album cover. You can probably spend a few hours just analyzing the imagery here.
Yep.
Like Da Vinci.
Entire blessing. You should watch the eyes cause it coincides with a liar's preference. My aggression used to be violent tussles and fired weapons. Now I'm WD fought with God to apply these lessons. All the government do is stunt your life. Won't gamble with my soul. I was 5 years old when I spun the dice, the son of Christ. Reincarnated, slated to blunt your hype. I'm Malcolm at this stage. I engage with shots when in front of Mike. Nothing nice. Remember I'm known for selling a ton of white. Was hard-headed. I never negotiate when it come to price. Who want a slice? I barely repeat myself and say something twice. And if so, you should expect a finger from me like Uncle Ice. I seen it all and I'm still intact. You raised a villain so you can't have feelings on how that villain acts. I stand strong amongst all the allegations and ill attacks. I deal with facts. The layers of lies applied, I'ma peel them back. All them tales you telling them verses. Now ask yourself, was it worth it? A clown inside a palace could never become a king, but the kingdom and the palace could now be turned to a circus.
He's not a Joe Biden fan, apparently.
Or Trump. I don't know which one he's referring to.
I think it's a lot of politicians could fall in that.
Yeah, right.
I think it's only one right now. Sick. This is like that. These are like those powerful beats that like from the early 2000s that I grew up on. This is new.
Yeah, this is I think this is a year ago, and then he has a new mixtape that's recently out that has some on there as well.
So I guess they're still rapping like in early 2000s style. It's not just that mumble rap.
Well, that's why it's hard to find, because you only find it like if you're following the artist, following like mixtapes and things like that, because that's really what you would identify him.
Amazing.
I can't even think of a song that he's had on the radio. I'm sure he's had a feature or two, but you wouldn't even recognize it.
Yeah, no, I like it. I haven't heard that one. Haven't heard too much of Ransom, but I've heard him featured on other people's stuff like Russ. He's great, man. You could listen to this one over and over and pick up something new every time.
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Really?
Wouldn't be something I would buy. Not even really sure what the message is of the song.
Yeah.
Like probably philosophical banter.
I was gonna say that might be a good way to describe it. Yeah, philosophical banter.
Yeah, it seemed to have a number of topics, which I guess that would make sense. But yeah, it wasn't the worst rap song I've heard. Dan and I reacted to a few I did not care for at all.
Yeah,
No,
that's true. This is true.
no,
Chris
no,
does like Little
no
Wayne,
sexy red for you.
but he likes 69 though.
Takashi 6ix9ine.
Chris is a huge fan.
Because I know going in it's going to be very negative, and he's just so overblown and over the top, you can't help but laugh.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
This is true. Amazing.
So.
Well, yeah, there is still good music out there. That Ransom, one of those dudes. It's been around for a while actually.
Yeah, I think we reacted to a song when we first started doing this where he was featured in the song. His name rings a bell, and I don't know a lot about rap.
Maybe Lil Wayne had him on a song. I just saw Lil Wayne, guys. I was at a in LA in Inglewood, Lauryn Hill concert, and she's notorious for coming out late. And it was 2 hours late. The DJ got tired. Lauryn Hill came out, hoarse voice. And we're like, oh man, we waited all this time and she's not even gonna like perform well. And she could rap, but she couldn't sing well. And she said, hold on, I got surprises for you. So Lil Wayne came out first, and then Nas came out after. And then they still had the Fugees, and they had Cypress Hill come out because it was LA. So it was well worth it. Lauryn Hill put on a show, and that speaks to her clout as an artist, that these people didn't have to come. Nas and Lil Wayne didn't have to come show up for her, but they did. Because
you're big fans of both, so that probably was quite nice for you.
Amazing.
Yeah. And you were at that show?
Yeah, it was just last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, I saw it online. Yeah, it was a really big deal. Yeah, I saw it online. I know, that's awesome. That's an awesome event to be at.
Yeah, man. People left. Like maybe 20% of the people left because they were like, "Oh, fuck this," she's singing like hoarse, but no, Lil Wayne Nas came out after, and yeah, it was like one of the best concerts I've seen. So, anyways,
nice.
Shout out to Lauryn Hill, Chad Price. Everybody, go check out the actual podcast, the long podcast. I know you're here for the song. All right, but go check out the actual podcast. Link underneath below is amazing. Kettlebell King founder. He wrote this book that I just bought, Preparing for Battle, and we had a really good discussion on entrepreneurship and all this kind of stuff. So go connect. His website's underneath. Chris, give us an outro, or Chad.
Well, Chad, there's nothing else you want us to link to, right? Your LinkedIn or Twitter or X.
I mean, I'm on everything. Chadprice.com is probably the best way to find me. It's kind of the central hub, but I'm at Real Chad Price on social media, and then Chad Price on LinkedIn and things like that.
All right, awesome. Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you, Chad. Lots of great information. We'll certainly have you up shortly in terms of the video, and from there, I mean, wish you the best. Hopefully you're successful with every endeavor. Oh, I did want to ask. Sorry to cut off that ending. What's the topic of your next book?
I think it's going to still be about business. I one day my dream book is like to write like this sci-fi novel is what I really want to get to at some point in my life. But I think it's still going to be kind of a follow-up about business. I think this is a good kind of foundational book to get you started. But I think there's a lot of room for people who are trying to really build communities and trying to figure out how to generate content for their particular niche. So I think I'm going to try to focus on that in my next book.
All right. One follow-up question. Easier to write fiction or nonfiction, in your opinion?
I haven't really had to write the full book for fiction. So I will probably say nonfiction is harder just because, I think with fiction, you can just kind of go off into your fantasy world and get in that creative flow a lot easier.
Fair enough.
When I was doing this book, it was a lot of like, is that how that happened? Like, let me go fact check myself quite a bit.
There you go.
But yeah.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Everybody, thank you for watching. Chad Price, thank you for being with us. Everybody, take care.